Good morning, you guys. So today I'm doing another day in the life, but this is weekend edition. So this is after breakfast. I'm just making some banana bread that I really needed to make. I actually made a double batch, so I made some muffins and a loaf of banana bread. We are just spending this weekend doing what we normally do on a weekend that we stay at the house, which is a ton of cooking. I'm going to be cooking and baking. My husband's going to be smoking some ribs, and we are just going to be hanging out, doing random stuff that we always do around the house on the weekends. We were playing outside, but we've been having this problem with ground hornets. We have 2 ground hornet nests in our backyard. So we came inside. This is about lunchtime now, and I convinced the kids to come inside so I didn't have to keep swatting the hornets away with a fly swatter. And I'm making hornet bait right now, which is disgusting. It's like tuna, apple juice, bananas, sugar. Gross. Yeah, where those yellow things are, that's where the hornets' nests are. So my husband is just putting out the little trap or whatever, the hornet nest trap. Yeah, being an adult is so fun. But here is the banana bread. And then we decided that we were also going to smoke some chicken thighs. So I went out to my little garden, my little mini garden, where I have thyme and sage, and I just clipped some of those, and I'm gonna marinate the chicken thighs with a little bit of mustard just to get the seasoning to stick, and some onions that I already had chopped up in the freezer. And I will show you guys the seasonings I use in a second, all of them, so you can see exactly what I used. And then I just used a little bit of some barbecue sauce, just again to get everything wet enough to coat the chicken. And I let this marinate all day, and my husband smoked it later, and it was so good. We just kind of used it as food prep. This was a Sunday that I was filming this, so now we had some smoked chicken thighs for lunches during the week, and it was amazing. These are all the seasonings that I used, and then I decided I needed to clean up the kitchen because it's just a disaster after you bake and cook so much. It gets really messy. The kitchen is really the only room that I will clean a lot over the weekend because we do cook so much and I don't like for it to pile up. So I'm just going to speed through and clean the kitchen really quick. What do you guys like to do on the weekend? Usually, if we end up staying home, my husband will smoke something on the smoker, and I will end up just cooking, baking, cleaning, hanging out, whatever, doing stuff I want to do, making videos, making TikToks. But if we're not doing that, it's usually because we have something planned. We're going to go somewhere with our kids, something like that. We actually try, since we just recently moved to Wyoming within the last year, we try to get out as much as we can because we've never lived somewhere this cool before. But when we do stay home, this is pretty much what we do the entire time. So what do y'all do? And while I'm cleaning the kitchen, my husband is actually giving the baby a bottle and putting him down for a nap. And when he comes out of the room, I can't hear him because the water is running at the sink, and he scares the ever-living daylight out of me. I swear my husband could have one of those TikToks where he just scares me every single day. So we were planning on tackling the garage while both of our kids were sleeping because our toddler is asleep, and then my husband just put the baby down for a nap. But after I cleaned the kitchen, I wanted to sit down for a couple of minutes, and the baby only slept for about 30 minutes. So he's going to be cleaning the garage with us. But that is okay since he obviously is having a blast in his little baby jail over there. We just put puffs and a bunch of toys and just talk to him, and he's perfectly fine and happy. So a few months ago, I never filmed it or anything, but a few months ago, we did not have these black shelves. We did a huge garage clean out and organize, and I sold a ton of stuff on Facebook Marketplace and just got rid of so much stuff. But we didn't realize that we put these shorter black shelves in front of the breaker box, which is really important to be able to get to. So we basically just took everything off, scooted it over, and put everything back in a really organized way because it had gotten kind of unorganized. And then right here, oh my gosh, I was accidentally filming in slow motion instead of time lapse, and look at me dancing to entertain the baby. Oh my goodness. So anyway, then we are just kind of reorganizing this little side piece over here to be all of our gardening tools and the lawnmower and the weed whacker and all that stuff. So we're hanging this thing that holds power tools. And we've had this for so long, we just have never put it up. I think it's just been sitting in our garage in a box for like 2 months. So we finally got it up, and it was so exciting. I love stuff like this. I was the one taking over. I mean, this is really for my husband and all his tools, but I was the one taking over. Then I'm going to show you a before and after and kind of explain what's going on. And if you saw my last day in the life, you would have seen me pick this thing up from Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to show you my idea for it. Obviously, still kind of a mess over there. But like, these are all my husband's books, and we need to build a bookshelf. This goes going back to Texas. This is going back to Texas. These are all just empty. This is a door. I think I'm gonna sell it on Facebook. And this we have to keep. I mean, where else are we supposed to put it, you know? So that'll all get dealt with eventually. But now this is just so much more like, you know, all one piece kind of. And then we were able to put the taller stuff, the taller suitcases up here, which worked out really, really good for us. So that's great. So eventually that'll be gone, and it'll just be just those shelves, and that'll be nice. And then here's the vision for this, okay? We have, see, so that's what I just got off of Facebook. I've had this table for years, and every now and then I just continuously check Facebook. Eventually, I'm going to try to find 3 matching chairs that can go here. Or maybe, I mean, I'll get 4 probably, and then just leave 1 out. So that'll have 3 chairs. And then right here, we want to get a deep freeze. So this, in the winter, is mainly when we'll use it. This will be, I mean, we use the freezer year round. You know what I mean? In the winter, though, my husband puts his smoker in the garage. He puts a smoker in the garage, and so basically in the winter this will just be a nice place to sit. And I want to put like all his smoker stuff up here, if that makes sense, like any seasonings, any, like, you know, tongs, his heat gloves, accessories, whatever up here. This is meant to hold wine and liquor already, and then, you know, just a cute little table, and then either like a mini fridge or a deep freeze, or like some sort of something with some chairs, so you have like a nice little place to sit while you're out here smoking some meats in the wintertime. And it's just somewhere else to go in your house that's like kind of outside, but it'll be like out of the elements, you know what I mean? Here is the before and after, and surprisingly this only took us about 2 hours, maybe 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and that is pretty darn good. So hopefully over time we can continue to clear out and get rid of stuff that we don't need, and it'll be even more organized in here. Here's how the ribs came out. He did 2 different flavors, and they were both so good. Oh my goodness. And then we just had baked potatoes and some sweet corn on the side, and here's the chicken thighs. They came out so freaking good, you guys. And then after Jax woke up, we decided to take everybody to the park. So that was super fun. This park has a splash pad, but he only got to play in it for about 10 minutes before it shut off. We didn't know that it has a schedule, so yeah. But he still had a blast. As you can see, he's so excited to be here. He is just running around like crazy, and I know it's gross. If you are grossed out by this, so am I. Don't worry, but I cannot control this baby, okay? So, yeah, anytime we go to a park that has like a rubber floor like this, we let him crawl around. You just have to be really, really careful that he doesn't put random stuff in his mouth. Yeah, but trust me, you don't want to be the one holding him when he's going crazy because he wants to get down and play. So that was basically the end of our day. We just went home, did bath, showers, got in bed. So that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Bye.